Today, we are going to introduce the potential complement. The learning goal of this lesson is to understand the basic structures and meanings of potential complement. So let's see. As you can see, the affirmative form of this grammar is verb plus the as a connector and resultive complement or directional complement. So this is the affirmative structure. The meaning of this structure is possible to achieve an expected action. Or you can translate it into I can do something or I'm able to do something. So the negative form of this structure is verb plus bu plus resultive complement or directional complement. So the meaning of the negative structure is impossible to achieve an expected action. Let's see some examples. The first one, 学得会. So 学 is a verb, 的, and then we plus a resultive complement. 会 means I mastered it. I studied, then I mastered. It's impossible for me to study and master something. Negative form, 学不会. I cannot learn it. I cannot master it. Question form, you can ask, 学得会,学不会? Or you can ask, 学得会吗? The second one, 吃得完,吃不完. As you can see, 完 show the result, finish eating or not. Can you, or is that possible for you to finish eating it or not? Question, 吃得完,吃不完? Or 吃得完吗? Third one, 听得懂. 懂 means understand. I listened and understand. It is possible for me to understand what you said. Negative form is 听不懂. Question form 听得懂,听不懂 or 听得懂吗? Next one is a fixed structure. You can simply remember it. 起, we use it with 买 together. 买得起, possible for me to afford it or I can afford it. 买不起, I cannot afford it. Question form 买得起,买不起 or 买得起吗? Next one, 做得完. As you can see, 完 is another resultive complement. So show the result. I did it and I finished it. Is it possible for you to finish it or not? 我做得完,做不完. Question form 做得完,做不完 or 做得完吗? Next one, 看得清楚. 清楚 as a result, see it clearly or not. It is possible for me to see it clearly. You can say 我看得清楚. It is impossible for me to see it clearly. Or I cannot see it clearly. 我看不清楚. So 看得清楚,看不清楚 or you can say 看得清楚吗? So these are the examples of potential complements. Let's see more examples. Can you eat one burger? One burger? 一个汉堡包, right? Can you finish it? Can you eat all of them? You can ask, 你吃得完吗? So the affirmative answer is 我吃得完. The negative form is 我吃不完. We use 不 in the middle. How about 6? 6个汉堡包,你吃得完吗? If yes, you can say 是的,我吃得完. If no, you can say 不,我吃不完. Let's see more examples of 买得起,买不起. As we mentioned just now, it means I can afford something or I cannot afford something. 我很有钱,我买得起一辆跑车. 我买得起一个苹果手机. 我还买得起一个苹果电脑。我没有钱，我买不起一个苹果，也买不起一个披萨。Next example. Look at here. Can you see it clearly? Is that possible for you to see it clearly? Obviously no, right? So you can say 我看不清楚. But this one, you can see it clearly, right? So if they ask 你看得清楚吗? You can say 是我看得清楚. This is a special one. We use directional complement, and the structure is verb plus 的下, verb plus 不下. So this structure suggests that a location or container in question does or does not have the capacity to hold something. So this one emphasizes whether they have the capacity or not. We have a lot of verbs here. Examples. 放得下,放不下. So 放 is a verb, it means to put, right? Is that possible for you to put something in or not? 放得下,放不下. 吃,吃得下,吃不下. Does your stomach have the enough capacity to hold something? Next one is 坐. 坐 means to sit. 坐得下,坐不下. Next one, 住. 住得下,住不下. To live. Next one, 写. 写得下,写不下. To write. 我吃得下一个饺子,吃不下5碗米饭. It is possible for me to eat 1 dumpling, but impossible for me to eat 5 bowls of rice. You can also translate it into I can eat 1 dumpling, but I cannot eat 5 bowls of rice. More examples. 这张纸写得下100个句子. So this paper has a capacity for 100 sentences. 这个包放得下10瓶啤酒. So we can put 10 bottles of beers into this bag. 这个教室放得下30把椅子. This classroom has a capacity to hold 30 chairs. 你的宿舍放不下一架飞机. Here, 架 is a measure word for aeroplane. So your dorm cannot hold an aeroplane. 我们的教室坐不下30个学生. So our classroom cannot sit 30 students. 你的床睡不下3个人. So your bed cannot sleep 3 people. 你的房间住得下5个人. So your room can live 5 people. So here you may ask, can we use 能 or 不能 instead of potential complements? So the answer for the affirmative form is yes. Example, 你吃得完吗? So can you finish eating? Can you eat all of them? You can also ask, 你能吃完吗? These are all correct. But as for the negative form, we only use potential complement instead of 不能. So you can say, 我吃不完. I cannot finish eating. I cannot eat all of them. You cannot say, 我不能吃完. Why? Because 不能 in Chinese has 2 meanings. The first one is, I cannot do something. The second one is, I am not allowed it to do. So if you use 不能 here, it will cause confusion. So that's why we do not use 不能 in the structure. But the 能 in the affirmative form, they are interchangeable. But as for the negative form, we only choose potential complement. Okay, today we introduced the potential complement. And I hope you understand the structures and the meanings now.